Damn, big gulps. Call them 7-Eleven.
Big gulp. Damn, the big gulp sounds good. I ain't gonna lie. The horchata one was good.
Oh yeah, it was good. We haven't had one in a minute.
We were right there.
Yeah, we
were. We literally were.
7-Eleven got better horchata than most Mexican fucking restaurants.
Scary.
Yeah.
That's scary. That is weird. But
And theirs is water based.
so then there's gonna be chorro.
Yep.
It's still good.
It's fucking
Shout out
delicious.
to all the lactose intolerant
Love
people.
it. Hell yeah, thanks.
I feel like horchata is like, it's something that you just have to know how to properly make. Because if you make it too sweet, if you make it just right, like it would normal for your family, like
Así estoy yo, like the book.
solito.
Anyways, continue.
Like with the ice, after a while, it's gonna get watered down. Y va a perder el sabor.
Yeah, that is true.
If you make it too sweet and you serve it to the client, like the
Look
first
at this fool, all fancy. He's
the
a
first-
client.
the first 2-3 sips are gonna be hella fucking like,
Yeah.
sweet. So you gotta like make it in the middle. Anyways, too much talking about horchata. But
Probably
it's
gonna
good.
be burping a lot.
Bourbon.
Burping.
Oh, burping. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. We all love you. But, all right, guys. Welcome to another episode of Where Do We Start? And today, we actually figured out where we're going to start.
All right,
We're
cuenta.
going to be talking about conspiracy theories.
Oh, I didn't even do nothing about
Yeah, I'm on a blank canvas.
Canvas.
I'm on a blank canvas because I forgot that we were talking about conspiracies.
It's all right.
This is gonna be y'all's things. Cause I'm in the same boat as him.
Bro, we got no scripts. We got nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
no-
Off the rip.
Yep, off the rip.
Wing it.
Off the dome.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to stop.
Looking for gold over there.
Yeah. Got distracted. But all right, what's the difference between like an urban legend and a conspiracy theory?
I mean, urban legends is probably like just like stories, old stories that people would tell, and theories are like stuff that people are like, I guess more like assuming. That's what I would say.
I feel like as a Mexican, it's kind of hard though, because you always like you got stories and people always assuming, oh, la llorona, el chupacabras, la bruja. Hold on the bruja part. I want no bruja shit, but I'm just saying.
You're thinking more of like a cryptid than you are a theory.
I guess.
Because a conspiracy theory is, the CIA killed Kennedy because they didn't want to keep gold as the standard for the dollar. Right?
It's not a theory though. It came out.
Oh
to be
yeah,
true,
that's what happened.
Yeah.
Right, but that's what everybody thought, and lo and behold, right?
Boom. Yeah.
Or how Martin Luther King wasn't shot by one, but by 3 guys from 3 different buildings.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
Or
The CIA.
this small town in the middle of Nebraska is selling their oldest daughter to the cartel or something like that. Right?
I've just heard like the moon landing being fake,
That's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
But then some people are like,
flat Earth.
That's just autism.
Is it though?
Why? Why would it be?
I mean, I'm not with them. I'm not agreeing, but like,
You just never know.
how come like if you go to the beach and you look at the difference between the sun, like the sky and the water is like a perfect line.
Sure, but that's as far as you can
know?
see.
Yeah, of course, But at least we're not one of those that believes that the sun is fake.
Made out of hexagons. China made it.
China stole that a long time ago.
China stole our sun.
But I don't know, like what's like a conspiracy theory, I guess, or urban
What?
legend
Well,
that like rattles.
I don't
you.
even know what these terminologies are, honestly.
For me, probably like whenever people say that when you have sleep paralysis, that's a demon like being on you. Like
Yeah,
like it's like literally fucking you.
fucking you.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Sleep paralysis happened.
Okay, we're at the 5-minute mark.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just what I heard.
I've heard that
Like it's like a demon literally like holding you down. That's why you can't wake up, but you're conscious
Oh,
to wanting to wake up.
That's why you can't move.
Yep.
yeah. I heard.
I've had it before.
Always had me away.
No, I've had sleep paralysis before. Like I was conscious in my sleep. Like I was like, Miguel, wake up. Miguel, wake up. And I could not wake up. Like I was trying to open my eyes so hard and
I wonder.
and I just couldn't.
Were you just hung over?
No, like, no, I wasn't hungover. I wouldn't even drink at the time. It was like in high school.
Oh, you were just greening out, dude.
No. I was sober.
Nah, I'm not making fun of you because it's happened to me. Probably
No.
happened like 2-3 times. I was younger, but I remember telling my mom that. Like, she'd be like, "Oh no, se te cargó el muerto" or something like that. I'm like, okay,
What does that mean?
What?
What is that saying?
I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, no, se te cargó el muerto," like,
¿Quién se cagó?
cargó. This dude. I'm like, okay, what do I do? How do I, like, what happened? Because I got it twice, back to back, constant, like back to back. And like Miguel said, like, it was almost kind of like an out of body experience. Like, I could feel myself opening my eyes and I could feel myself talking, but that's how I felt like I was talking. But that's how I heard myself. But I felt like I was screaming at the top of my lungs. But all I heard was, I don't know. It felt weird. Like, I tried to move and I couldn't move.
I felt like I was like shouting out loud in my head, like telling me to wake up.
Bro, the cold sweats were crazy when I got them. I don't know if you ever got cold sweats during that.
What's cold sweat?
Like,
Escalofrío?
yeah. Estás sudando, pero tienes frío a la misma vez.
No.
That's what I had over the weekend.
There was times where like, well, not times, but there's like maybe like 2 or 3 times where I woke up with like, cause I was like, I sleep shirtless and I wake up and I see like scratch marks right here.
What the?
That's probably you just going.
No. Like it was like literally like scratch marks like this.
Oh, nah, dude. Somebody's doing brujeria on you, bro.
About me, I haven't had it
Who could it
recently.
be? Who could be capable? of
No,
doing
I haven't
that
had it
stuff?
recently. Like this is like years ago. I'm talking about years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I really don't know. Like,
Do y'all be conscious whenever like y'all dream?
About,
what do you mean conscious?
Vivid
Like-
dreaming? Like you're aware that you're dreaming?
Yes, like you're aware that you're dreaming, or like stuff that's like actually happening in real life is like coming into your dreams. I mean, y'all are aware that y'all are dreaming.
Yes, but not as often.
That happens to me often.
It's like a 1 out of 50 dreams, you know?
That's me like all the time.
You're always in control of your dreaming.
Not in control, but I know that I'm dreaming.
Oh.
I don't know. I just enjoy the dream until I wake up and I'm miserable again.
Isn't that like well, not really lucid dreaming.
Lucid dreams.
Yeah,
Because
lucid
you got
dreams.
REM sleep, lucid dreams, night terrors. Forgot what else. See, that's another good question. Like, what's the difference between a theory, urban legends, and now we're getting into like fucking dreams?
We jumped somewhere else.
Yeah, we do. Where do we start? Exactly.
We never knew where to start.
We really don't.
We lost it.
We're just going with the flow.
Pretty much. Riding the wave. Rad. Anyways.
I already forgot.
Está bien.
So you never had like a weird experience while you were sleeping or dreaming?
I had
Not
dream-
yet, at least, and I hope I don't. That sounds scary. That's the only thing I'm scared of.
You ever had a dream that felt so real? You wake up
Yes.
and you swear that should happen?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I dreamt that my uncle died and I woke up crying.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sad
still alive?
dream, actually.
God.
Yeah, he's still
Wow.
alive, but like I woke up crying. Like my heart was really like pacing.
What did your mom do? What did
I
you
wasn't
tell her?
living with my mom at the
Murió
time.
mi tío, and she said, "Cállese, no se murió."
No, but if I were to tell my mom, she'd be like, "No digas eso, Miguel." Huh?
That's exactly who we are. We just laugh about our traumas, dude. It's crazy what trauma will do to you. My little flower vase. You want a refill?
Let me get some.
I'll take some plant food.
Shit, the ice melting.
No. But Kevin,
I mean, yeah, sure.
Charriza.
I'll have those lucid dreams. But
let me ask chat the difference. Go ahead. I love chat. I love chat in this podcast, by the way. My homie, big dog.
have her speak out loud. Where up with
Just hold it on your end, I guess.
Put it on the floor. Just don't drop it. There you go.
Okay.
When you grab it, you hold it like a biggie bowl.
But like my dreams are so like everywhere. They jump everywhere. Like the one that I had last night was so weird, where it was like so I've been recently playing Halo Reach on PC just because I never got to play it as a kid, right? And now it's in my dreams. But it was weird because I was on some college campus, and I think it was you and some other dude, right? We were in some suits fighting off an alien demon invasion, right, on this college campus. And at some point, it was either you or the other guy. No, you got fucked up, right? And we were like, okay, here we go. You got to call in, like, extract, right? Get the fuck out. Okay? And I'm, like, dragging you, right? And you're on your little, like, armband thing. You're going, putting in coordinates and shit. And then we stopped by this, like, tree in the courtyard. And the courtyard has, like, these... You know those little kid houses made out of plastic? Mm-hmm. Okay. That size, but they were greenhouses. And they were research, like, buildings, but they were really, really tiny. Mm-hmm. And you were like, just go, just leave me. And I'm like, I can't leave you here. And you're like, no, just go. And I was like, all right. And then we like, threw ourselves into this greenhouse. And I was, like, checking all the fucking drawers to look for anything I could find to, like, get a gun. Because we were out on, like, everything. We had nothing. Mm-hmm. And at some point, I built, like, this electric death ray. And I gave it to the other guy. And I find another drawer, and they had a Honda pistol.
A Honda pistol?
A pistol that Honda made. And I was like, oh, shit. And from there, it just switches. And when I, like, leave the greenhouse, I enter, like a Kohl's-style store. And you know the voice actor for Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a bad guy. And he like grabbed me and tossed me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I got like slammed against the wall.
You.
He was, yeah.
Who said what?
He picked me up and threw me.
Picked you up.
Yeah, he was beating the fuck out of me, and then at some point I got a couple good hits on him, and I like slammed him onto my knee, and I took my fingers and like scooped his eyeballs out.
Damn, brother.
And then I got a pencil and like stabbed him, and then it just switched. And now I'm like in the street walking, and then my sister is driving by in her Mustang, and then my cousin, my god sister, and Alexis were all driving off in like Camaros and Corvettes and shit. And I'm like, you okay? I'm like, walk. And I woke up. That was the same dream. One rip. I didn't wake up or anything. That was one same rip.
Okay.
So those are mine. That's kind of like how mine go. They're never the same thing. But then there's times where I can get the same like map again. Like I can get the same dream setting.
A recurring dream.
But it's not the same dream. Totally different. But I get like there's one where it's like a castle, but it's like a giant's castle. So everything's super big.
Oh, you're pretty short.
Well, yeah, but it's even like it's ginormous, and there's like a mall in there, and people go in there to shop regularly, but they got to make it past the giant, walking around in the kitchen. But the cartel's outside. Yeah.
Not associated.
Not at all. But mine tend to go everywhere. So, what about y'all's? What kind of path do your dreams take?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's a side effect due to the medicine that I take, since I'm suffer from fucking
Everything.
Yeah, but mainly sleeping. I don't dream like
At all.
once a hit. All I see is like all I see is black, and then I just wake up.
Well,
And that's it.
that's what happens when the lights are off.
You know. But when I don't take it, when I'm self-medicated, wink, I have some wild ass dreams.
Do you think just the medication that prohibits you from dreaming?
I don't know, cause like I know Ambien. Like when I'm telling you, that shit knocks me out. Like knocks me out within 45 minutes to an hour. I take it. I could be doing anything. Next thing I know, I'm like, fuck, I'm fighting for my life, and I'm just like out. But like I said, when I self medicate, I'll be having some wild ass dreams. I've been dreaming that, like that one dream I had, the one that I remember vividly, a fucking zombie apocalypse. We were at work, and out of nowhere, we ended up at the forum. Like, what? That was it? It was that one. But I guess since, like, my dreams are pretty much about, like, mostly zombies, pretty much. Or, like, me in my dream having to go to the bathroom pretty bad, and in the bathroom, like, in my dream, I'm peeing. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm peeing in real life. So I run to the bathroom and pee.
You make it?
Yeah, I make it. Now I make it, yeah. But when I was little, that shit was constant. It was constant. I was like 12, 11 or 12 still peeing in my bed, like maybe once every other month or some shit like that. Yeah. Never went to the doctor, you know, because as a Hispanic, you don't go to the doctor when it comes to mental illnesses. Like, oh, está malito. He'll be fine.
I used to be like that too until well, in the doctors, I told them that I would pee the bed a lot, and they finally gave me medication. And I didn't know what it was though, but like I just took the medication, and then that same day I took the medication, I swear I went to go pee like 6 times in like 30 minutes.
Damn.
And then I never peed again in bed.
Damn. The last time I peed the bed, I remember because I got my ass beat for it.
It was yesterday.
But no, it was earlier. No, but I think I was like 8. Must have been 8. But I was dreaming that I was peeing, but it was like an out of body experience where I was watching myself, like I was in the sky watching myself, and then it's like bro was peeing, but the camera was like spiraling, right? But I was just like asleep, and then the whole time the sensation of peeing myself was the feeling I felt, but the camera was just like slowly spinning, and it was just me, just like I woken up with the "Estás meando?" and I'm like, oh.
Damn, gonna get his ass beat.
I would have
did
given
it
my ass
again.
beat for it.
Nah, according to common causes in teens and adults is overactive bladder, deep sleep cycles. You sleep so hard you don't wake up. Hormone imbalance, low ADH, stress, anxiety. I had a shit ton of that. I still do. Urinary tract infection. I don't think I ever had that. Sleep disorders like sleep apnea. Neurological conditions.
You have a lot of that.
I got a lot of that. Alcohol or caffeine before bed. Not really. And diabetes or bladder dysfunction. I might have diabetes. But those are the causes. I don't know. Were you going through a lot of stress and anxiety when that happened, Miguel?
Probably anxiety.
Why?
Hmm.
What gave you anxiety as a kid, Kevin?
Everything. I was a little bitch, like 100%. Cause I know why now.
Yeah.
As an adult, but I guess my parents were really overprotective and never let me like really figure, or they
Shit
never
out
let
of
me
your
like
own.
traverse dangerous situations on my own. They just prevented me in the first place. So I never really got the chance to like problem solve on my own. Right. And so then my biggest fear as a teenager was, oh my God, what do I do? Right. So now I didn't know what to do. I don't know. And that gave me anxiety, and that gave me sweaty hands all the time. All the time.
What gave you anxiety, Miguel?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't really answer that.
Edgar?
One day to another, same as Miguel, it just pop out the
Just
blue, and I
anxiety out
started
the blue?
never knew what it was until I started trying to figure out what I was feeling. I was like, oh yeah, you have anxiety. I was like, but why? No idea what that is. No idea how I got it, but I lived through it.
I think mine was pretty much just failing.
Yeah.
Failing.
Yeah. Failing and disappointing. That's pretty much it. That was like my biggest thing. It wasn't really more of like meeting people. Because I mean, I have a very friendly face.
Huh!
You know?
Uh-huh.
So,
Look serious right now for the camera. Nah, serious fool.
I gotta get
Oh,
into it.
stop.
Oh, shucks. But that was pretty much it. I mean, I wasn't very social, but not back then. I was a little nerd. Reading my little Harry
How do you
Potter
flip?
books.
How do you flip pages with your little hand?
See if I can recreate it. Might not be thick enough. I can't do it with this one. It's too flimsy. But I used to be walking around like this with my little glasses, little book teeth.
And the tape.
Oh well, there's a book over there, but that's too fucking far to go get. But
Lito.
What's that book about?
I don't know. It's just there for looks.
You've never read it?
Nah,
Motherfucker.
He doesn't know how to read.
it's to make people look. Oh damn, he reads.
Hell yeah, bro. He deep.
I want to read.
His bookmark on page 1.
Nah, I probably like two.
How was the reading levels in school? I forgot. Wasn't it by like letters?
I don't know how they had them here. I know in Cali they had, at least the school that I went to, they had by numbers, so like 1 through one per grade, so 1 through 13.
Yeah.
And then there's like a section that was like 14, 15, 16. I don't even know to what number.
I feel
it got
like
up
they
to.
had it for by letters. For some
Here,
reason.
I don't know. I just picked out a book so I can pretend that I was gonna write down my reading.
I
The
level.
1
remember-
through 13 sounds familiar to me.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just
'Cause-
blow the fuck out of my.
Well, the reason why I remember vividly with the Harry Potter was because since it was like sorcery and all that stuff, you had to get a permission slip taken to your parents and signed just to let them know that, hey, your son's reading a book about witchcraft and sorcery. Are you okay with it?
That's so dumb.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say that my house, like, my school was a Christian school, but I don't know. Like, I remember doing Pledge of Allegiance and doing the morning prayer.
I think they got rid of that whenever we got into school.
Whenever
Yeah,
the
'cause I don't think we
conspiracy
ever did.
theory happened, 9/11.
No, like 2008.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been in school in a while.
Because I have a distinct memory of us doing like morning prayer in the yellow.
I don't.
I
Yeah,
pledge
like just
allegiance
one
to
day,
the
just
flag of the United
pledge of
States
allegiance, and that was it.
America, and to the republic for which it stands.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
Amen.
And then from that we go like this: Dear Heavenly Father, I forgot the rest.
Hit him with the Amen.
But yeah,
Dang, y'all would really pray in school.
yeah.
And then I think like towards the end of our high school, they just stopped doing the Pledge of Allegiance.
I don't even remember doing the Pledge of Allegiance in high school at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just stopped doing it.
Well, we never did the Pledge of Allegiance in high school.
Well, we did the.
We did?
Yeah,
I don't remember doing it.
yeah, we did. They would do it when they would do the. I forgot when they would do it. They would have it over the.
I was barely in school.
Yeah, you weren't even there.
We would do it during, like before football games and everything.
Yeah.
Like we do nowadays. The Star Spangled Banner, that one.
You would do the Star Spangled Banner?
Yeah.
I remember I had to sing that one time in front of the whole school with the whole class.
Like just you or like the
No, it was like the whole class, but we had like
En
it
grupo.
was like a paper. Like what did you say at the beginning? A canvas. What did you say?
Sí, papi.
Ya vamos a empezar con eso. Ya, never mind.
But yeah. What was the biggest conspiracy growing up for y'all? Like I could remember. Obviously, y'all might not know a lot about, but that y'all remember hearing about.
Probably my biggest one was probably the JFK assassination.
When you were growing up?
That was like the biggest one I ever like heard of.
Okay.
Or you mean like kids in the class talking about something?
Yeah.
Let me think.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, what's the difference between urban legend and conspiracy theory? You think conspiracy theory is just for adults?
I don't know. I didn't really have weird friends to talk to this about.
No, I feel like
All of them were like
conspiracy theories
gangbangers
are
and
more.
stuff. So
What the fuck?
You were at gangbangs?
no,
What'd you say?
never mind.
Oh, he said they were gangbangers.
Oh, gross.
They were bang gangers.
Your problem,
Huh?
huh?
Your phone.
This dude's like, your problem.
Conspiracy theories. Like I would watch Shane Dawson. I don't know if y'all know who that is.
Shane Dawson.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sounds familiar, right?
Is that the guy that would
gay
be
ginger?
like? That'd
Yeah.
be like, on today's video, we're gonna be talking about the top 5.
No, that's Chills.
You're talking about number 15.
Yeah, that guy.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never watched that in my life.
Yeah,
I
he does.
did.
He watches it when he's bored. That's why he has the voice down to the very.
No. Just Corbin and I did that shit all the time.
That shit was spot on. I gotta give it to you. That shit was spot on.
Well, some of the ones that he was talking about was like people being reptiles and stuff, like
Oh yeah.
reptilians.
Oh, it wasn't that crazy. I mean, I think I don't remember a thing that I watched from him, but I know I watched him with one of my older cousins. But it was definitely on that like clickbaity stuff for sure.
There was, I think, on the recent one, on his recent video of conspiracies, when he was like making a comeback and everybody was talking about it on TikTok and stuff, was like how or I feel like I've heard it somewhere else. It was like how your car, like hears you, like your car, like there's like they're listening to the government or whoever is listening to you from your car.
I think I heard some shit like that, but it was with OnStar or whatever the fuck it was. Because
Because
like all the Chevy cars or the Chevrolet GMC cars have that OnStar shit. That's what I heard.
Well, yeah, supposedly that's how they like get information from you and stuff like that.
But like what information? Like when to get somebody an Adidas commercial?
No, I don't know.
Because like
I think it was like how they know how you're feeling or like your mood or whatever, something like that.
But I don't know. Like,
oh, Edgar's sad today. Let's give him 12 extra horsepower. Fucking feel a little extra heavy.
Making fun of my car?
No,
Because I'll make fun of yours right now. I'll pull up a picture of it.
that thing is dirty as hell.
Hey, exactly. That's just to start with.
But they asked me to keep it dirty.
That's just to start off with, dude.
I said we just kiss it out.
yeah, let's make out.
Yeah.
I mean, let's
I know
make
I'm
up.
the slowest one of the group, dude.
I'm not attacking
I know,
your
I'm the slowest one of the
your
group.
here.
You gotta bring
I'm
it
not
up.
talking your.
Let's make out.
What was that?
Guys, it's just a car.
Yeah, just kiss and make up.
You know what's crazy? With 12 horsepower more, I'll still be the slowest.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I don't know
I'll
why.
still be the slowest. But I think I'm down 30 from you.
My car's slow too, buddy.
I keep telling myself you got 171.
No. You're in the 170.
How much you
178.
got?
180.
Who? Me? 158, I think.
That's not bad. That's how much my little cruise had.
Yeah, what year is the cruise?
12.
Yeah, this is 18. Yeah.
And it
I
wasn't
mean,
even
it's an
too
economy car, but it's just
much. Yeah.
horrendously slow.
I mean,
As long
hell.
as
the
it's
CVT doesn't
point A
help
to
it either.
point B.
Yep.
Yeah, it's literally what it is, but I do it in style.
Whenever you told me, oh, dude, I fill up with like $25, I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, I love that.
what the
You
fuck?
fill it up with 25,
Yeah.
even now.
Yeah, I still feel it with 25.
Putting what?
Cheap one, bro.
Oh.
You think I'm putting a 93? I don't have a high performance car.
I put mid grade.
Yeah, me too.
No,
I'd be filling it with like $42, $46.
I think
Damn,
I'm like
your tank ain't that big then.
$34 for me.
34.
Sometimes. Yeah.
You drain all the way to the bottom?
Not all the time.
No,
Yeah,
I put,
no, when it's
What,
like
you fill it up? Oh, you said you fill it up with mid grade.
I get it down to
No.
a quarter tank. Once I get it down to a quarter tank,
What? What I missed?
what the fuck is so funny? All right, I'm dismissed.
This was dismissed. What are you in school?
What the fuck was so funny?
Nada, síguele.
Nah, I don't want to keep talking.
Mucha pregunta, tú síguele.
You just asked if I put in migraine. I said no. That's it.
No,
Yeah,
I
it'd be-
don't believe it.
Good. That's his problem. He doesn't
Once you
believe it.
believe it, so
He doesn't believe it.
No,
Let
no.
him. Let him be.
All right. Oh well.
Antes que se enoje.
I'm lost, but okay.
Se van a enojar Coors Bank Rodeo.
Why is that so funny?
Here, Modelo.
He's just been saying it the
I like to
fucking.
laugh.
He's just been saying it the whole day. He read off my shirt from work. Not this one.
This one says modelo.
Nah, for real.
Mm-hmm. Says right here.
Sponsor us,
No, no sabía.
maybe. Modelo. But you? Any conspiracies?
Me what? No. Maybe. I think. Oh. I don't know if you ever heard about the fact that if you say like a certain name in the mirror, that person comes up in the mirror.
Oh, Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
I was
yeah.
thinking about that in Mikey's bathroom.
So I was thinking of the Bloody Mary thing right now, and I think throughout all elementary school, it would always randomly pop in my head in school. So I would never look in the mirror in school. Like when I have to walk out of the bathroom, I have to face a mirror before I run out. I would close my eyes and run past the mirror.
Yes, dude.
I
Get
feel like
to
I
the
don't really
door.
believe that. I'll go prove it right now
I don't know.
too.
I was like, huh?
Not in my house. Hell no.
Or the creature that follows you in the dark when you're turning the lights off at home.
That one. Yeah.
Oh,
Have my fat
Bro, I
ass
had stairs.
spraying.
I had stairs. I'd be like,
No, I'm fucking.
oh yeah, on all fours like this.
running on all fours, dude.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I still feel like that sometimes as an adult.
Really?
I turn my lights off and I'm like,
Oh yeah, your little neck hair stand up.
yeah. Oh, I gotta hit that bitch.
I don't, but the only place where I feel like I really be like I'm being looked at is at work.
At
Like
work.
I feel like I see like a figure popping out just.
Oh, I
like
see it
this.
too.
Like
But-
whenever I like at a glance when I go like this,
You see
like I
something
feel like, huh?
I don't think it's people. I think it's just like a piece of paper or rope flying. Because the
No,
other day
no,
we were
no,
down
no.
in, we were in 2-7 when we saw something hanging off of 2-4.
It's always when I'm loading too. Like that's whenever I feel like I'm being watched the most.
Yeah, that's when you happen when you have engineers time studying you.
All right.
They watch you.
Well,
So
I'm not talking about today.
this might be either an urban legend or a conspiracy theory. There's a thin line. I don't know what the difference is, but there's 3 people that have died at that warehouse.
3 people have died.
One that died in the bathroom, one that died in hang, and the lady that got ran over by a truck in
Semi.
In
the semi.
bathroom.
Crushed in between
Yeah.
2 small trucks. Yeah. You ever heard of that one?
Mm-mm.
That's the whole reason why we gotta wear vests outside now.
Well, we don't, but we're supposed to.
That's why I
Well,
said-
no, he said the bathroom. The bathroom it was in the front bathroom
By the office?
by that one department.
Uh huh.
Flat.
Yeah, they're in flat. Apparently, somebody died in that bathroom, like with a heart attack or some shit like that.
Oh, that was the one in Hang. Hang was the one that had a heart attack.
Yeah, a lady, and they were just like, "Oh, just walk around."
Yeah. That's
And
crazy.
then the other one that I heard was in the bathroom and up in flat. And the crazy thing is, Reggie came in right after. Like I had literally gotten done. I was wiping right, and I heard the bathroom flush. We don't have automated bathrooms in that one.
No, bathrooms have automated.
Not in the
no.
flat. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I heard it flash. Like I heard flash.
Flash.
I heard it flush. And I'm like, okay. Like I was already white. I was like pulling my pants up. So I couldn't like motherfucker couldn't take off. I would have heard him take off. So then I come out the bathroom and as I hear that, as soon as I come out, I see Reggie coming in. I'm like, Reggie, who came out the bathroom? He was like, hey man, nobody come out the bathroom. I'm like, the fuck? He's like, why? I'm like, I just heard somebody flush the bathroom. He's like, oh man, it'd be alright. Bathrooms are old. I'm like, okay.
The one that just got remodeled is old.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm like, okay. And then on Saturdays, whenever we would work by ourselves, there'd be times when I'm just walking to the bathroom because we got to walk through Hang, and I just hear whistling out the blue, or what sounds like a whistle, but how? There's no machines on Saturdays.
You talking like a? Or you talking like a somebody like?
Not like somebody going.
I have heard that a couple times.
Oh,
but I just decided to ignore it.
The fire exits. They do that.
What?
The emergency fire exits,
Oh, I don't know.
but only when they're testing them.
Yeah.
On a Saturday when nobody's there, just us.
No, he said when they're testing them. I don't know.
If they
I
test
don't- I
them,
don't hear
they
them
go,
anymore.
and then like
Oh, so that's what that is.
10 seconds, they go. I can't whistle for shit.
I guess. I don't know.
I always thought I was like, I feel like I'm going crazy.
But
Hearing
if
that.
somebody
Now that
went-
you're saying that,
And
Oh,
you
no.
turn around and it's just in the middle of fucking Hang, I'd cry.
Yeah, no. I don't know where the lady died, but from what they said, they had to walk around her.
I'm proud of
That's
that.
crazy.
walk around it.
Yeah.
Well, they were
From what her old
4 for 4.
yeah, from what her old what was she, team lead?
and
Was she
or
assistant?
with us.
Yeah,
She was
that's-
assistant.
she
She
was
was assistant with us.
Okay. For what her old assistant told us, because she used to work there, the lady that had a heart attack, ambulance came in, they put her in the stretcher, they were, like giving her CPR and everything. She never came back. Whenever they pronounced her dead, everybody was just like, all right, walk around her, keep walking. The supervisors and the managers.
Oh my god.
And then whenever they had to do like a funeral for her, the lady that passed away, like, she said didn't let them, like, at least even let them leave 2-3 hours just to go to the funeral. if they did, they were either all going to get written up or something. That's what.
That's fuck.
That's what the assistant said.
He was forced to resign whenever I got there. I think.
Really?
Yeah, either he resigned or they asked him to step down.
Who was the one that came after him? After or somebody?
No, not you.
Who was the one before?
Before?
Yeah.
No say.
There's some.
But when I got there, it was and they put sweet tea on there.
Call him Sweet Tea.
That's what we call him.
Steve took off, but he's the one that he's the one that's like approved that whole sorter project thing. No, the lines in 2-1. So he approved those lines, and he realized how bad they were gonna end up because they went with the cheapest company to like,
always.
Armado, yeah, clearly like they always do. And he realized how bad the job was gonna be at the end of the day, so he decided to just dip, or he was probably forced to resign, like Kevin said.
Damn.
But he dipped out, and the whole pressure got put on Sweet
So
Tea.
pretty much when I got there, Sweet Tea was brand new then.
Yeah, he was. That's
Well, it started in September. The September
probably
before
like
the
his first
Oh
month.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was getting put on.
Cause he was my boss at the docks for
in our
like
department.
yeah.
Boss. He was our boss.
And that was too.
Yeah, I was already there. I was still there.
Yeah,
That's what I think I was there.
I didn't see him one time.
I've caught him sleeping. Like
Yeah,
once or
I've
twice.
heard that he would fall
I've actually
asleep.
seen him like.
in
I've
his
seen him
office.
He just
that.
wakes up
I've
with a
seen
red
him-
mark on his face.
Well, no, because he doesn't ever leave the office. But I have seen him one time actually knocked out.
Yeah.
Because he's in Bass's office. Or he used to be in Bass.
Our beloved Dubs, our favorite black man of the docks, he said he'd walk into his office and he'd just see him like this. Just knocked out.
Would you call him Dubs?
Yeah.
Clap.
I remember when he was on the forklift.
In
I
2-1,
wasn't
yeah.
there.
Dude, he was chilling. He was just
He would just walk by, you walk past and just do your head nod and
Yeah.
go on about his day. That was
to
lit.
this day.
That's all he does, yeah.
He just
Like whatever he does now when you walk past him, just imagine him on a forklift doing it.
mm-hmm.
That's literally it. And that's when they had their own designated forklift driver.
They had before. Who did we used to have on Backline? Not Backline. ¿Cómo se dice?
Depot?
Depot.
At that time, Ryan. Dreads. Braids. I don't know what you call him.
yeah.
The
The one that always has those classic cars with
He had
big
the classic
wheels.
cars
Yeah.
and he had to deal with Forgiato rims.
He's always hiding
wheels.
in the bathroom. He always had, yeah, like Louis said, he always had the classic cars.
Had dreads.
Okay,
always
then you might remember him. Then yeah, I think that's like I never
Yeah.
talked to him.
Never?
No, he always had a shiesty, but he had his headphones in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, him. I forgot he worked there.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty cool too. The few
Yeah.
times we talked to him, he was cool.
I always saw him in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Every time I walk in, he's walking out. Like, damn, you too?
Mm-hmm. But what conspiracy you got today, Kevin?
Me, not really a conspiracy, but just the concept of the butterfly effect, which
Explain it to me real quick because I never understand it.
the concept of the butterfly. Okay, the original concept of the butterfly effect is a butterfly flapping its wings in Africa creates the like enough force to create the wind that turns into the storm that becomes a hurricane that hits like Florida.
Ah, okay.
Right?
Gotcha.
So an action now could cause something bigger later.
Mm.
And like
Dude, off topic, that soap you have smells amazing. I was just
On
scratching
what
my
bathroom?
note. The one that you haven't in the.
Oh.
The sink.
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah.
sink, matter of fact. Okay, my bad.
you know, like I can't think of any big ones off the top of my head right now. But like I mean, our story alone is kind of crazy. Right? Like every decision you've ever made in your entire life led you to this room right now.
That's insane.
Right?
That is insane, yeah.
Like
No, hit the mole.
was that
That was me. The mole.
yeah, I heard somebody rip out.
No, not feet.
Okay. But yeah. I was like looking for stories and stuff, but I couldn't find anything that was kind of cool. It was just like individual people's
Nothing on Reddit.
no, like even on
'Cause
Reddit.
Reddit has some crazy.
Yeah, Reddit has some cool
stories, too.
stuff, but like the stories I found were like if I hadn't moved to Nebraska, I would never met the love of my life. Or if my
Yeah,
dad never
the
lost his
part.
job in 1978.
Little sappy ones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't seen anything cool. Like
Yeah. I was like, dude, I was sniffing cocaine off a stripper's ass, and then now I'm here at Dillard's.
Oh my goodness. Oh, what a character.
Well, what about you, Witchy?
Mine's about MK Ultra.
Oh,
You know what MK Ultra is?
yeah, I think so. But give me a refresher.
All right. So people think or say, correct me, people, that MK Ultra was actually real. It was funded by the CIA in the 50s to pretty much create, from what I've read and like seen and stuff, was like to create like superhumans or super soldier, hence Captain America. What they would do is like they would minister them drugs and shit. Pretty much it was LSD to like mind control them. And the CIA wanted them to like, it was around the time with the Cold War and stuff. Cold War started, and to like that way they could be pretty much like a super secret spy, I guess you could say.
Like a sleeper agent?
Yeah. But it was around that time, and it ran from the 50s all the way up to the 70s. But they also tried like different types of things like hypnosis, sensory deprivation, isolation, sleep deprivation, and electroshock.
So they just tortured motherfuckers and be like, you gonna save the world.
Pretty much.
It's kind of god awful.
But imagine though, I mean, like you're already like sleep deprived. You start hallucinating after certain hours of like not sleeping.
Isn't it like 70?
Some shit like
I
that.
think I heard 70.
Like, therefore, like if y'all seen Stranger Things, that's pretty much kind of what it was. Obviously, in Stranger Things, they're not going to show them drugging kids and shit. You know, but like they believed in like telekinesis, like X-Men, like fucking Magneto and Xavier and the. But yeah, that's a lot of people say that X-Men is like friendlier, I guess you could say, telling, because you know how they say like the truth hides in plain eyesight. They were saying that pretty much X-Men is what they pretty much did, or how they treated the people, or believed that people in MK Ultra were going to be. Like, so X-Men and MK Ultra are pretty much kind of like connected.
Jeez.
So, and after a while, I was like, oh, you know, I was just a kid, you know, watching. And then, like, as I grew up, I'm like, oh, damn, it is true. You know? Because, like, Professor Xavier and Magneto were, like, those people that were watching them, taking care of them. But in reality, somebody said that, what if they were the ones that were, like, actually, like, watching them, making them, you know? And, like, I don't want to deny it, but I also don't like don't want to be like, oh, whatever, because look at all like people saying that social media nowadays is another form of mind control. Because I mean, think about it, you know, like what's quote unquote trending. Like, remember all those challenges we had for a while where we had some stupid ass challenges. Remember the ones where like people would set alcohol on them and just set themselves on fire?
I was thinking more of like the milk box challenge.
I was thinking about more like where people would paint like a black box with the Sharpie and then with the phone.
What?
Yeah, it would like burn them.
It's a Sharpie. You put your phone flash to it and you take a picture of it and it flashes and the second flash it. Like it shocks you or something. I don't know.
It would absorb the heat and burn you.
Oh. Yeah. Have y'all heard about like how all those people, yet again, I don't know if it's a theory or not, how like 5G and all those how deadly this phone
aluminum hats
really is. Like 5G is like that you're not supposed to
like
sleep.
Cancer or something.
Yeah. Like,
well, it's radiation. It's a radiation device.
I'd be scared. Like, I'd be thinking about that, and then, because I'd be driving with my phone, like, here, and I'd be like, damn, all that radiation on my nuts, it's taking it out.
It's only really during phone calls that it emits the most radiation.
Because I remember, like, I don't know if y'all remember, I don't know if those stickers were relevant when y'all were growing up, but I remember when, like, I would stop and go with, like, my dad or my uncles to, like, fill to the gas station. I would always see the signs, like, about the cell phones, no cell phone use could create fire. I never thought about it. I'm like, can they really create fire? static shock.
You
know, but trying to think of another.
I remember when I was in 5th grade, they were talking about the Wi-Fi is killing the bees.
The Wi-Fi is killing.
The Wi-Fi is killing the bees, and then the crazy part was it was true for the most part. I just don't remember why. I think it was the towers were like fucking up the bees. Somehow.
The towers?
The Wi-Fi towers were fucking up the bees. I don't remember why. I'd have to Google it. I'll Google it right now.
Yeah.
While you talk about your thing, but I remember hearing about that.
Okay. But you know.
How about like famous people faking their death? Like people would say Paul Walker faked his death.
I saw that because supposedly on the pictures they have of like the GT,
It has different license plates.
there's a different license plate.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that. And like how they were saying that like the car when it caught on fire was like immediately incinerated. But people are like, wait, wasn't the cockpit made out of carbon fiber? Ain't carbon fiber like not like fireproof, but like fire retardant?
Something like that.
So
Resistant or something.
yeah.
Okay,
Tupac Shakur.
so it is true.
What?
The Wi-Fi is fucking up the bees.
Really?
Yes, but it's the Wi-Fi frequencies fuck them up. I don't know why. I haven't found why, but it does mess them up. I guess it like scrambles their brain or something.
Probably. You think maybe it has like some type of frequency, like for example, like you know those dog whistles we can't hear, but a dog can hear.
It says it messes with their orientation and navigation.
Oh,
It messes with their sense of direction because they rely on electromagnetic cues. So I guess the Wi-Fi fucks them up. That's crazy.
it is.
That is crazy.
I remember hearing about once again I don't know if like we're even gonna get enough views for YouTube to notice us, but 9/11, like were y'all alive when 9/11 happened?
Nope.
Y'all weren't
Not
alive
even a
at all?
thought.
No. 03.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is y'all thoughts and views since y'all are like born like post 9/11?
Do you remember that?
For me,
Yeah.
I'm so desensitized
Yeah.
because since we were like first grade, we've been told about it every single year to the point where it became a joke. Like you know,
No, mames.
Why that sound like a weed eater?
Two brothers, shout out Two Brothers. They're doing lawn work. That's what it's called, right?
yard work.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's my dad's tree company.
Oh,
I used to do my own shit.
Greenland. No, not even
not that one.
Greenland.
Not that one.
Kevin Landscaping Service.
I guess I don't have a name for it.
But go ahead.
But what was I saying? Damn, I forgot.
I don't know. You
Oh,
guys got the wrong
desensitized
Yeah,
when
yeah,
9/11.
9/11.
Yeah, like the whole like remember 9/11 memorials. I'd be like, oh shit, I forgot. Like just stupid shit like
remember.
that. I know. I'm sorry. I remember all the time. But yeah, we were. I remember my earliest memory of 9/11 was my teacher was like showing us a video about what happened or whatever. Also, we were in like 3rd grade. No, 4th grade. But I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. And then I was like, if I was born 2 years earlier and like 8 days earlier, it would have been on my birthday. And my teacher was just like staring at me, and I go, oh well.
Yeah.
Because we had been shown it so many times. And we just knew. And I guess it was still pretty recent. It wasn't even like the 10-year mark yet. That's a long time.
That would have been 2011. Yeah.
But
Miguel?
yeah, I've always been desensitized, and I'm a little more open to the whole like
Inside job thing.
yes
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
in a second.
Miguel.
I don't know. It's just, it was, like he said, it was talked about every year, and I ain't really hear nothing about it till like recently in recent years. How it was supposedly inside job that we supposedly did it just to go to war or like have an excuse was to go, I guess, retaliate.
I mean, that retaliation lasted 20 years.
But retaliate for what, though?
2,000 American lives, or what was the number? We're supposed to memorize it in 5th grade.
I don't know.
2,370. One?
That died?
Yeah.
In 9/11?
Yeah.
Isn't it still like in counting? Cause
it's in counting?
yes, because like people that were affected, like like breathing problems and stuff like that, right?
Concrete dust? Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
asbestos.
Nothing like clay in the bottom of your lungs, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I didn't know they were still counting, though.
Well, I would say.
I feel like after 20 years, I mean.
I don't know.
I mean, asbestos can fuck you up.
I remember seeing those commercials all the time on the TV.
Oh, yeah. If you work with so-and-so, you might be entitled to a compensation.
Compensation.
Yeah.
Asbestos is all we
I'm
do.
honest, I was sidetracked this whole time. Well, not the whole time, but
Like 9/11.
what
Since
about
y'all are,
the
the
views of
generation
it?
after me. Yeah, like what was your view? Or what's your view on it now that you were born past it?
Now that we're men.
My view is I just don't understand how all these like new angles of the videos like of that event are coming up.
Yeah.
Which I don't get. Like, why didn't they just show these from the beginning?
Right.
Like, literally, they have the same quality as if the videos that were coming out. They were recording from devices in that time. That's what I don't get. Is like, why are they just now making it more public? Or it was public and they just didn't get the publicity that they should have gotten. But regardless, why are they just now getting this publicity now? Instead of when it first came out.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I don't know. It's like they're keeping it quiet, hidden.
Yeah.
Man.
Dude, what about all this? Like, I guess it's no longer a conspiracy theory no more. But like all the crazy shit that goes on in Hollywood.
Yes.
Like
I was just about to bring that up, like the Illuminati.
I'm talking about P Diddy and all that shit.
Oh.
Like yeah, them having. No, I'm talking about like,
different.
yeah, like even then, I mean, them having crazy ass parties and rituals and shit.
Or like the what was it called, like the blood shoes or something like that, like people that would kill children to like stay young or something like that.
Oh, I heard about that too.
Yeah.
I think like one of the Kardashians admitted,
Or like
said
people
some shit like
drinking child's blood or stuff
to
like
stay
that.
young or look young.
Yeah, to look young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I mean that's another one too, like the Illuminati. The one that I heard of yet again, I mean I don't know, was like where, if you're a male, in order to make it big into like, Hollywood or whatever, you have to like. I can't remember the exact word
Like
that
a
they said it.
humiliation ritual.
Yeah, the humiliation ritual.
Yeah, like wearing a dress.
Where you have to like pretty much play a woman or play, yeah. Because like if you notice and pay attention, like every single comedian or every famous person out there has played a female role or came out in dress and makeup, one way or another.
Terry Crews?
Yeah,
What was he?
he wore a dress.
Who else was it?
Madea?
The rapper.
What rapper?
Was it
Singer
Kid
Kelly?
Cudi?
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
He came out and wore a dress.
I think I've seen that. I think
Oh,
I've
I
seen
think
that.
so. Yeah. You know.
You sure he just wasn't being different?
Huh?
You sure he just wasn't being
Well,
different?
isn't Kid Cudi like part of the community, like LGBTQ community?
I don't fucking know who that
Sure
is.
it's
No. That's Frank Ocean.
It's Frank Ocean.
Yeah, Frank Ocean's the one that's.
He's part of the community?
Yeah, Frank Ocean is. But I don't know. There's a lot of like stuff out there that we really don't know, or like we know, but they say it jokingly, and they're just like to like, brush it off.
What was that? With every joke, there's a bit of truth to it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. But like,
Ain't that right, Miguel?
What?
Every joke has a bit of truth to it.
Oh yeah,
Sí,
your cuñado.
sí. Mm-hmm.
You gotta specify which one now at
Oh,
this
sí,
point, because you
¿verdad?
don't even know. Unfortunately.
But talking about the 911, like y'all were talking about. Now let's get to the actual point. Like, what have you heard that was that made you believe or think that it was an inside job, Kevin?
I was gonna number them out, but I'm not gonna remember on the spot. The one that I'm thinking about right now is the owner of the building always ate breakfast there, and he'd never missed a day.
And he wasn't there.
And on that day, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
And also, people don't cut that out. You want to just run that again smoothly? Or you're gonna leave it in.
Government coming after us.
But yeah, he had breakfast there every single day, and then breakfast just that one morning. Breakfast. He wasn't there. Breakfast. He wasn't there. and then witness accounts of hearing booms.
Give us 5 booms, Miguel.
They go. They heard detonators go off, and then the plane hit. And I'm like, huh. Also, jet fuel doesn't melt metal, and people, because there's I think you could buy pieces of the metal from the towers, and people conducted their own tests on the reinforced steel for the buildings, and the only thing that would destroy it was thermite charges.
Cause that shit's hot as fuck.
Yes. And that's when I was like, huh. And on top of that, the whole lying about WMDs in Iraq. And then I'm like,
what?
They lied about, you know, when we invaded Iraq in like
Yeah.
fucking 19 something. It was because, they have nukes.
Oh, okay.
And then they got them. It was like, just kidding. There's nothing there. And then 9/11 happened. And then they're like, oh man, guess we gotta go get them, you know, in Afghanistan. And then that was 20 years of invading another country for no reason. Because, I mean, we killed the motherfucker who planned everything in 2014? 2014?
Yeah.
Right? And, I mean, a nice movie about it is called Zero Dark 30. I've watched it like 4 times. But I'm like turbo autistic. It's a good movie about, it's not, it
What
was
is
like, it's basically the story of the CIA lady who basically dedicated her entire career to finding Osama bin Laden.
13 hours?
No, that's 13 hours. Zero Dark 30.
Yeah, 0 Dark.
And then it's like, that's like the first hour and 50 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
I could be lying out of my ass. And then like the last little bit is like the actual op. But, man, it's pretty interesting. All the little itty bitty roads they had to take to get there. But then we stayed for another 6 years. For why?
The U.S. don't leave. Once they get somewhere, they don't leave, bro.
And then
But they call us invaders. Crazy.
that took a second to load. Jesus.
But, Miguel, what you hear?
Just the same thing as him.
Lame.
Edgar?
Oh, there was one I was trying to remember ahorita. I remember what they were saying specifically. Like, it's along the lines of Kevin saying, like, everything was going perfectly. Like, it's a whole routine, and then I don't know where for some whatever reason, that specific day, it didn't happen. But I don't remember what it was, and it wasn't the whole breakfast thing. It was something completely different.
I think I heard one like where Michael Jackson was supposedly like supposed to
That's the one
show
I was
up and
thinking
he
about.
got sick or something, or he missed his plane or some appointment. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that too. Because at the time, Michael Jackson was fairly big.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg. Damn. Mark Wahlberg was supposed to be on one of those flights.
Marky Mark?
Yeah. He was supposed to be on one of those flights. I think it was the one that was going to hit the Pentagon.
Oh, shit.
He was supposed to be on that flight.
Dude, that's another one too about the Pentagon.
They hit the fucking Pentagon! No.
But how did that plane disappear?
Disappear?
Yeah.
What do you mean disappear? I never heard of that.
You never heard of the Pentagon? So from what they say, that like the plane hit, there's nothing like I don't know nothing about fucking buildings and airplanes. I don't know their strength, but it's just a hole, you know, and supposedly like the actual plane body,
Just
yeah, just disappeared. Let me see if I can show y'all a picture real
it
quick.
probably fell into the fucking prison system they got under there. Just, that was a
Imagine.
joke.
Is it though? It's on X-Men.
Bum bum bum. It is.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. They have Magneto and the Pentagon in a glass of cell. In a
That's
cell.
in the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Really?
Inside of the Pentagon. Yeah.
Thought it was on some like prison that just had somewhere out there.
No.
You talking about the one where he's está viejito or he was younger?
See? And like the plane's nowhere to be like you don't see the plane,
Oh, maybe it's in the building.
you know? But yet again, it's just a conspiracy. I don't know. But have y'all heard about the Project Bluebeam?
Mm-mm.
Y'all haven't?
It sounds familiar.
Alright.
I feel like I've heard of it before.
So it's pretty much where like NASA's like planning to create a fake alien invasion,
Oh yeah.
create like a second coming or whatever, and they're gonna get rid of like with that they're gonna use it to like dismantle religion, pretty much have people at like a really 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 weak state because you know like
kind of have like a segregation between us.
kinda, because I mean let's be honest, you really think if the government were to come out to them and be like, oh yeah, we killed JFK, you think like the people would be able to handle the truth? People can't handle the truth though.
I don't know.
Just for
Yeah.
conversation's sake, though, can you be mad at the current government for the actions of a past government?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like they're
Don't
all
ask me to back it up
kind of
'cause I
like
can't.
linked up. Like,
Like, yeah, in my eyes, it's all the same. It's all the same thing.
Yeah.
But they're gonna hit you with the guys. That wasn't us. That was the old white guys from whatever year that was. Because I'm bad at years.
We still got some of the same people from different, like...
Ain't that crazy?
They still got the Kennedys somewhere in there.
That's a different conversation.
That's another one too. The fucking Kennedy conspiracy. All the Kennedy motherfuckers. There's something wrong with them. None of them. Like mostly all the Kennedys. All the Kennedys' men have died or are terminally ill.
no idea. Never heard of that.
But
Because I don't keep up with these whole conspiracy and presidencies and everything.
well, I guess I get that. It's because of your religion, though. No,
Oh no, I just got just.
or just you
It's
personally.
just me personally, yeah.
Yeah, because I know like, y'all can't really go to war. Y'all can't vote.
Yeah.
Y'all can't really I guess be political. I guess you could say.
Yeah, we have
Supposed
to
to
maintain
be neutral all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
neutral all the
neutral.
time. Yeah, but
But even then, just conspiracy. That's just the whole presidential side. When they get in with every conspiracy theory, it's just
yeah,
no.
yeah, but like their plan is. Sorry, I'm gonna have to be looking at my phone because this is what I can't remember all this. It's like breakdown of all religions, and they plan on doing that by using fake archaeological discoveries to shake people's faith in what they believe. Like, you know, and like whenever I was reading this, I'm like, this kind of low key reminds me of like Call of Duty. You know, like they dig up shit, like the dig site.
For
Zombies.
oh yeah, okay, I get you. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess instead of in Call of Duty, instead of having an alien invasion, they had a zombie outbreak.
Mm.
You know, and then they're good. They plan on having a giant holograms in the sky, like massive 3D projections, lasers, holograms, showing religious figures like Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, etc. Each religion of the world would see their own religious saviors speaking to them in their language. Then, boom! All the gods merge into one. Telepathic mind control broadcast. This is like yet again like I remember seeing this comedian. I don't even think I ever watched him. What's his name? God damn, can't remember his name right now. But he pretty much said, you know, like television programming. What do you think it's called? Television programming, because programming you through vision. You know. Yeah, hit it one more time. Because you turned it off. Uno más. There you go. I gotta tighten that. Yeah. Yeah, so you can turn it off completely.
Yeah, I think it was.
No, it's still going. Yeah, no, it's hot.
Oh, well, bad audio for you.
I can always de-hum it. Turn the humming sound and rattles off. Yeah. You know. And then supernatural signs. So pretty much what NASA's plan on doing is like having these pretty much getting rid of religion by faking an alien invasion and then having all these holograms and shit like becoming into one, combining into one. And like, is it believable? Yeah. I mean, look how far technology has gotten us now.
AI.
You know, you could fake anything right now. Hell, for all I know, these motherfuckers can't be real. Just part of my head. Maybe I'm just in a little padded room talking to myself, looking at something.
I be thinking about that constantly. Yeah. Like, I just be like, damn, like, what if I just wake up, like, out of my program?
From
like,
a coma. I feel like one of these I'm just wake up from a coma, and everything that we, like, literally this, everything just de repente.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're
like
in a hospital
Thanos.
bed with your family members.
I would imagine, like, a whole, like, white room.
Yeah.
Like, just in bed or something in a whole white room.
Mm-hmm.
Scary.
It's pretty scary, like.
Or how people say, like, whenever you're dying, you have, like, what, 7 minutes?
7 minutes.
Or
Your
7
life
seconds?
flashes before your eyes or some shit.
And then you could, like, literally just be reliving that right now.
Yeah.
Dude, let's say, like, we just wake up from a long sleep and we're literally all, say we're 14, you're 24. Like, would y'all try to, like, recover all the friendships y'all made along the way? Knowing that it won't be the same? Or would y'all just let it go even though it's probably going to hurt y'all? Almost like like Spider-Man.
Kind of like relationships and stuff.
Like
Like that.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, like at the end. Like when everybody forgets you, even though you know them because obviously they're part of your dream or your whole memory line.
I'd probably... Me personally speaking, I like to keep that sentimental shit. I'll talk about people that did me wrong and all that all the time. Anyways, you know, like, because I like to be reminded of what happened. You know, I don't know if that's fucked up or what. I don't know. I'll move on and I don't forget. I don't know. You know. Yeah. Damn, bro, you're stunned. Like you got flashbanged or something.
I got smell banged.
Oh god. But imagine though, like if it really was like all this is just part of our imagination.
Just the simulation.
What's that one story of some dude who read it about the whole lamp?
The lamp.
The dude had a whole family and everything and said there was something odd about a lamp on the table.
Oh, I remember.
It's a whole story about some dude literally having a whole family, a whole kid, like literally his perfect life. And then there was just this lamp that formed on the table. It was like it's a 3D world, obviously a normal world, but it was just a 2D figure. And he just kept staring at it and staring at it and staring at it and staring at it. And then he woke up from it and it was all fake.
Yeah, I remember reading.
I read that story. That hurt me.
Yeah, I remember reading that.
Is it called A Parallel Life Awoken by a Lamp?
Yeah.
Like,
Is that Reddit?
Yeah.
It's a long story, but it's a good story.
Oh,
It's good. It's a long. It'll entertain you, but at the same time, it'll probably hurt you. The fact that somebody had to live through this, if it really is true or not.
Oh, it's like the stories that they read off a Creepcast.
Oh.
Is it about a dude that was like fat?
I think it was a college player or a football player. I think.
Okay.
Or walking back, and then he was on a concrete floor. I forgot where he was on.
All right. So I found it. I don't know if it's the thing or not, but according to Reddit, it's glitch in the Matrix. It's called A Parallel Life Awoken by a Lamp. My last semester at a certain college, I was assaulted by a football player for walking where he was trying to drive. Note, he was 325, I was 120. Yeah. While unconscious on the ground, I lived in a different life. I met a wonderful young lady. She made my heart skip and my face red. I pursued her months and dispatched a few jerk boyfriends before I finally won her over. After 2 years, we got married, and almost immediately, she bore me a daughter. I had a great job, and my wife didn't have to work outside of the house. When my daughter was two... What? When my daughter was two, she and my wife bore me a son. My son was a joy of my life. I would walk into his room every morning before I left for work and doted on him and my daughter. One day, while sitting on the couch, I noticed that the perspective of the lamp was odd, like inverted. It was still in 3D, but just wrong. It was a square lamp base, red with gold trim on 4 legs and a white square shade. I was transfixed. Transfixed? I couldn't look away from it. I stayed up all night staring at it. The next morning, I didn't go to work. Something was just not right about that lamp. I stopped eating. I left the couch only to use the bathroom at first. Soon, I stopped that too, as I wasn't eating or drinking. I stared at the fucking lamp for 3 days before my wife got really worried. She had someone come and try to talk to me. By this time, my cognizance was breaking up, and my wife was freaking out. She took the kids to her mother's house just before I had my epiphany. The lamp is not real. The house is not real. My wife, my kids, none of that is real. The last 10 years of my life are not fucking real. The lamp started to grow wider and deeper. It was still inverted dimensions. It took up my entire perspective, and all I could see was red. I heard voices, screams, all kinds of weird noises, and I became aware of pain. A fucking shit ton of pain. The first word I said were, "I'm missing teeth," and opened my eyes. I was laying on my back on the sidewalk, surrounded by people that I didn't know. Lots were freaking out. I was completely confused. At some point, a cop scooped me up, walked me across the sidewalk and grass and threw me face down in the back of a cop car. I was still confused. Gotta adjust the spectacles. I was taken to the hospital by the cop. Seems he didn't want to wait for the ambulance to arrive and give CT scans and shit. I went through about 3 years of horrid depression. I was grieving the loss of my wife and children and dealing with the knowledge that they never existed. I was scared that I was going insane, as I would cry myself to sleep, hoping I would see her in my dreams. I never have, but sometimes I see my son, usually just a glimpse out of my peripheral vision. He's perpetually 5 years old, and I can never hear what he says. Edit, 24 hours after post. What? Was that it? Because then it just says 24 hours after post. Never thought anyone would read this. I changed the line so that it would no longer.
Yeah, it's just a written story.
Okay.
That's just
But can you imagine though?
That's
all of that just gone, bro.
That's crazy.
y'all ever daydream?
Oh, all the time.
Very much. You want to drive? I'm gonna shit.
All the time.
Autopiloting.
There's daydreaming, and there's like a constant daydream, which I was actually stuck in for, I think it started when I was 15, and I didn't stop till I was 17. So I was constantly daydreaming.
About?
It's really cringe looking back,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like a post-apocalyptic world, and I was just like surviving. That was it. It was like a zombified universe. Like all my family and friends were a part of it, I guess, but not really. And then I didn't have a face. Always wore like the some like mask with like antlers on it, and then I just like traversed this world.
Yeah.
And I think when I was turning 18, I just kind of stopped. But I looked it up. Not right now, but I looked it up then.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an actual mental condition. Something daydreaming. Let me look it up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, maladaptive daydreaming. Sorry. And it's just like a coping mechanism. And the cause is when you're basically living a life you don't want to live. And so you cope by putting yourself in somewhere else. Yeah.
That's
Interesting.
it is. But how would you feel though, like if you actually realized, like you woke up, like you said, from a coma?
I probably isolate. I don't want to talk to nobody.
You think you'd isolate?
I probably would. I'll probably be irritated with everything that's around me, the people that are around me. Even though I'm glad that there's probably the people that are looking out, caring for me and everything. But knowing that I had that kind of life or the life that I have right now, and then de repente just resets everything back to I don't know how far back, I would not want to talk to anybody, honestly. And nobody but the people that I have in my life right now. And if they're not in my life, I'm not going to want to talk to nobody.
You think that would drive you, I guess you'd say, insane?
Yeah.
To a point?
Yeah. Because the people that say if I was to go, like the ones that I feel comfortable talking to or venting to, who do I have?
Yeah.
All these people, I don't. And this time, after leaving all this and I go back, the same people that I knew 10 years ago compared to now, it's a whole different group of people. So I'm basically talking to strangers. I'm not going to feel want to come to. They're basically it's like going to be strangers, apart from family. But everybody else, nope. I would go insane. I'll probably be not probably in the insane asylum. But depressed and go insane is what I feel like would happen to me. Which is scary to think about.
It really is. Like, just imagine, like the guy said, he will, like, I guess when he woke up from that dream, like, all he felt was pain. Like, you wake up from your coma, all you feel is pain, and then you start thinking, I'm like, well, then what the fuck was all that pain that I felt? Like, did I make it up? You know? Like, anything from heartbreak to, like, actual pain, and how you actually woke up from that coma and you're feeling that pain too. Like, makes you ask, like, what the fuck is real and what isn't? You know?
What's your opinion on that, Miguel? What you think?
I don't know. That's just crazy. I'd be depressed if that would ever happen to me. Like you said, I would probably isolate myself. Just not even want to talk to nobody.
Just imagine you wake up and you realize and you're like, where's my mom? Where's my sisters? Where's my brothers? And the doctors are like, what are you talking about? You have nothing. You're a single child. You're like,
God damn.
who the fuck? What? And then just imagine, like, you try to adapt to society. I feel like the thing that would hit me would be like just because you know what they say, like your brain can't make up people. Like it just takes pieces of other people that you've ran across. So imagine like you're walking across or like just walking, trying to adapt to society. And I don't know where you see your sister or your mom and you run up to them. You're like, Mom, you don't remember me?
And they
¿No te
don't.
acuerdas de me? Like, who the fuck are you? Get the fuck away from me. Like, I feel like that would hurt.
That'd be fucking
Yeah.
devastating.
That would hurt. You know? That's crazy. Imagine, like, I run into you, like, hey, what's up, baby? Like, fuck are
Okay.
you? Like, oh, fuck you then, bitch.
Con esa cara que tienes.
You know? I feel like that would be the hardest thing, like, trying to adjust and walking into people that were once.
A big part of your life.
Was it a life, though?
Or a big part of your, say, imagination.
Your psychosis, I guess.
Imagination.
But that'd be crazy.
Imagine I mocked this dude for being a Marine and then he uppercuts me.
Right? But that's... Y'all heard of any, these icebergs? Like people be like, oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg. But in reality, it's like a big-ass story.
To...
Like,
Just like big conspiracies.
Yeah.
Like they go deeper and deeper and deeper.
like, for example, it's like the Epstein Island. I mean, as far as we know, as of right now, it's still a conspiracy theory.
What is that whole Epstein
The
Island
whole
about?
Pizzagate.
'Cause I can never understand the whole, like, where it even started from her.
So like
What is it about?
supuestamente he's like what the fuck was Epstein? But like him as a person, I don't know exactly who he is or what he did. But all I know is that supuestamente it was an island where they would, so they say, where they would go, like all these big shots and everything, and they would pretty much have like orgies with children. Yeah. Like supuestamente, from what they would say, is like they would order pizza. There's where Pizzagate comes from. Like pizza was like keyword for like bring a kid. They're like, hey, how many pizzas are you bringing? They'd be like, oh, I'm bringing like 3 or 4. You know. Yeah, again, so they say. You know. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Because I really don't know.
On a softer note,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
there's another one that I don't remember the years. I apologize, but the dairy industry was having a struggle because they weren't selling enough milk. Because I don't know, I guess we was broke, and so the government was like, "Don't worry, we'll buy all the milk," right? And they bought any milk that the dairy farms didn't sell, the government would buy. Well, oh fuck. Now what do we do? We got all this milk. So then they made these vaults inside of mountains and they filled it up with dairy. Well, you can't store milk that long because it'll spoil. So they turn it into cheese. So now there are billions of tons of cheese stored inside of mountains.
What?
And on top of that, you ever notice how when we were in school, the whole got milk posters were everywhere?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a government ad through a non-government agency
Mm-hmm.
to get us to drink more milk. Who the fuck eats a cheeseburger with milk? Right? My fat ass. But like that, they were government like propaganda to get us to take in more dairy because they had so much dairy bought over. And you know how the pizza places started getting crazier with how much cheese they put on their pizza,
Yeah.
or how the garlic sticks, the garlic bread sticks, started having cheese on them.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese in them, stuffed crust cheese pizza. It's all because we have so much fucking cheese. And so the government's like, you're going to exclusively buy all of our cheese at an extreme discount.
Is that why they started giving cheese away?
This cheese,
Government cheese.
government cheese, baby. So much fucking government cheese because they bought out dairy farms in like the 1900s.
Damn.
That's interesting.
It is.
That's very interesting.
I chopped that shit the fuck up, but it's something along those lines.
But have y'all heard, now that we're on the subject of dairy, that as a human you're not supposed to consume another animal or another mammal's milk?
Yeah.
Because that's pretty bad for you. Like, people call it like lactose deficiency or lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
But in reality, that's just your body. Because you're not supposed to consume another mammal or animal's milk.
You hear that, lactose intolerant people?
Because that's like very
We the real
bad for
ones.
you.
We the OGs.
I mean, I'll be farting like a motherfucker after I drink milk.
That's just you and your gut problem, dog. I don't know what it
That's
is.
just your IBS.
That should be that'd be good as fuck.
Now, I remember when they told me I was lactose intolerant, dude. I was devastated.
Oh, they told you?
Yeah,
You got tested for it or something?
I think I went and got tested for it because I was getting nauseous and shit.
But supposedly
this sticky-
everybody's lactose intolerant. Like
Yeah.
our body produces enzymes as babies. That's why we drink so much milk, because that's like whenever we're our highest on enzymes.
I got a theory. About
And then the older you grow, you start losing those enzymes that break down the
milk.
The milk.
Yeah.
So I have a theory, a really short theory. Could be fun, could be bullshit. But so the reason some people can enjoy dairy products without feeling the consequences is because they have a mutation.
Consequences.
They have a mutation which is lactase, right? It's an enzyme which breaks down lactose.
No, that's a milk, ain't it?
Lactase is the enzyme that
Oh,
breaks down.
lactase. I thought you said lactate.
Lactate has lactase in it. That's why you can drink it and you not the chorro, right? But me, I'm lactose intolerant, but my siblings aren't. But I am also the only one who didn't like getting breastfed. I prefer the formula. So what my parents told me is I prefer the formula over getting breastfed.
You sure you want breastfed?
That's what they told me. Okay, I don't know.
You're a healthy boy. It's not be breastfed.
I'm healthy now. But
Then I'm starting to disagree with you right here, but okay, continue.
Okay, but then I learned that
Well, okay, my bad. I'm disagreeing with the fact that the whole lactose intolerant thing.
But then I learned that the how you get all these, like, I guess, important bacteria and enzymes is through your mom. Because they transfer stuff over during breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding is very important, guys.
And that's how you would get all the proper enzymes and stuff to break down foods later. And that was my little theory. But if you got breastfed and you turned out to be...
Well, out of all my siblings, I think I would drink the most. Like, I would be breastfed the most. And they're not lactose intolerant. Well, I think my younger brother might be. But I don't think. But I'm the only one. The only one. And I was the one that was breastfed the most.
Damn. No, dude, I was devastated when the doctor told me.
That's crazy. Doctor actually. Did you actually go and like?
Yeah, I went to the pediatrics for BD goes. They told my mom that I was lactose intolerant.
I'll never forget that day. He's like, I gotta go. I gotta leave. Where you going? I'm going to the pediatrics. This is like 20. His age is unknown.
Between 22 and 23. Not 20 and 23.
That motherfucker look he like 25.
And 40 and 14 at the same time, bro.
But when I started work, he was probably been maybe 20, between 20 and 22 at the time. Because now he's either 22 or 24. He was like, oh, I gotta go to the doctor. I'm like, oh, what you going for? Oh, just to get checked out. Oh, where you going? Going to the pediatrics. I'm like, aren't you too old? Oh, no, my mom hasn't changed me yet. Bitch, change yourself. You're over 18, brother. You're no longer a pediatric patient. Imagine him right there. Like, the doctor's like, okay, I'm going to listen to your heart. No, bitch. It hurts.
Take your shirt off. No!
I couldn't even take my hoodie off. And then they give him a lollipop and a sticker.
100% a Paw Patrol kid.
They give him a purple one instead of the red one. He looks at the doctor. Bitch! Dude, my eyes are burning. I don't know why. It's the government. The government's trying to take my good eye.
Ever talk about this whole lactose nothing, like intolerance? Dude, I think it was in high school when I realized I was lactose intolerant.
Really?
Because I think I just out the blue, I started realizing, look what I gotta go to the bathroom after drinking or eating. Because I would always devour cereal. That was like, anytime I get bored or every time I would get hungry, I was like, get some cereal.
Frosted Flakes.
Oh no, Lucky Charms. Ate all the normal ones first and then leave the marshmallows last. But anyways, I started realizing, I was like, y luego, and now I'm going to school, I'm drinking milk, eating with the burger. I was like, dude, fucking tengo chorro, I gotta go to the bathroom. De por sí me daba pena because I would always go to the bathroom every time, literally every class, just to get out. But I started drinking water because they would give cups, so you got a water fountain. We just go and fill them up, and that's when I
got cups.
Well, it was like plastic. It was like plastic ones. But they gave us those, and I started drinking water instead of milk in school, and I was like, oh, I don't go to the bathroom no more. And I started drinking milk again, and me daba otra vez, and I didn't realize what the issue was, and so I reverted back to water, and I was straight until I was like tested. I was like, let me eat cereal real quick. Yep. I didn't. 5 minutes later, I went por baño y aflojé todas las tripas right there.
Como dijo that one girl, your stomach started sounding like the beginning of Rack City.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, now look at me. I can't even enjoy it no more. I'll enjoy it, but I gotta go home.
I'll enjoy it, but I gotta go.
I gotta be near a bathroom.
Shit, I got dude wipes on me all the time. I'll be alright.
That's smart.
Yeah.
It's a little package of dude wipes passing around.
Dude Wipe, sponsor us. We use y'all a lot.
He'd be at work and he wants. You
Like,
want
a
one?
lot.
You want one? You want one?
A lot.
Yeah.
I remember one time Primo was like, "Is that a condom?" No, bro, it's a dude wipe. Oh, you got an ass wipe? He was like, "Oh shit, I saw you passing shit out. Thought it was a condom. I was about to ask you, let me get one."
Do you even wipe with normal paper, or you just put a dude wipe?
I have a method.
He uses more dude wipes than actual paper.
So for the heavy artillery, all right, I do a surface prep. I do a surface prep with the wet wipe, you know, and then after that, I use a dry chamois to get more of the stuff out
Yeah,
there.
get the impurities out.
Yeah, and to refine it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I come back with detail spray and a wet towel.
You use that 800 grit wet.
No, I just come back with a good wipe and wipe again, and then I get up and I do the little shimmy, and if it there's friction between the cheeks. What, bro? I can't be walking around with a swamp ass. So if I feel the little friction after I wipe my butt, then I get another toilet. I get more. I get more toilet paper, and I just take the moisture off. Yeah, y'all know what little step I'm talking about,
Do you wipe or you dab?
huh?
You hit the
On the last one?
Mhm.
Oh, I dab. Yeah. Cause bro, it's a wet butthole. You can't be rough with it. But the little desk I'm talking about is this one. You're just
To rub the cheeks again.
yeah. If you feel the cheeks rubbing, then oh, you got a little extra moisture. Cause then luego you'll get a fucking rash, and then you're just fuck, ando todo rosado.
Still walking like Frankie.
That's the worst. Y'all get rosado in the butt cheeks?
I get it every once in a while. I haven't gotten it recently, but I have gotten it and it sucks.
Damn, we went for conspiracy theories to wiping our ass.
I would get it a lot whenever I would work construction. That shit would have burned after work. I ain't gonna lie, that shit would have burned. I wouldn't want to walk.
It's mostly my inner thighs for me. Fucking hate this
Nah,
shit.
for me it was my butt. Working construction, that shit was
Hell
ass.
yeah, because your sweat be rolling down your ass crack.
Yes, bro. That shit was the worst.
I get home, take a shower. I wouldn't even dry. I'd just pat it with a towel, separate towel.
And that shit would burn too
towel.
whenever you had to go use the bathroom.
Hell yeah. And then I'd get a cotton swab with a little bit of Vaseline.
Alright, yeah, I don't know about all that, but
Y'all never done that? Put Vaseline on there?
Vaseline?
Yeah.
No.
Lotion. I mean, sure.
I don't,
Same
I don't, be, I
Moisturizer.
don't be messing with my butthole.
Oh, you put it in the butthole?
I said, I
No,
don't.
bro, my butt cheeks.
Oh, yeah. Y'all never done that for real?
My butt cheeks?
Actually,
Moisturizer, sure.
yeah. I think he's talking about his butthole.
No.
No,
Hell
Yeah, I really imagine the Q-tip.
No. Nah, dude. No. Damn, I don't remember eating corn.
Just a little corn kebab.
Or you get a little semilla de chile up in that bitch.
Oh.
That never happened to you? When
No.
you eat salsa?
¿Se viene de Chile?
Semillita de chile?
Oh, I need chile.
Oh,
Not like that.
okay.
Do you guys have that oil-based chile sauce?
Yeah.
It's I don't know, just the Mexican staple, I guess.
Well, it's called salsa macha or the hot oil that you get at the Chinese restaurants.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's good.
Hell yeah, it's good. Spicy as fuck, but it's good.
About that pena.
If you're heartburn.
You'll be alright.
Yeah.
Just like with drinking milk, you'll be alright.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 5 minutes and then.
But I think that does it.
Yeah.
That's
Cool
our
with that?
conspiracies,
Conspiracy theories about dude
urban
wipes.
legends,
Wiping her ass, yep.
wiping her butt, milks,
Vaseline.
Jeez.
Vaseline. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Anybody out there with a little rash in their butt,
Just rub some Vaseline on it.
I feel your pain, brother.
And if you got chorro, I mean, like toilet, make sure you clean up the toilet seat.
Oh yeah.
When you flush,
Oh,
you don't ever see
bro, I don't know
what's
how
gross,
motherfuckers
bro.
be leaving a whole
Make sure you
fucking
clean up after
splatter of
yourself,
fucking
dog.
shit all over the
Dirty.
toilet. That shit literally pisses me off so bad. I'll be going to the bathroom and be like, and
It's
I
like,
just
it's like
walk
they
out.
went down like this. Went, ah!
Yes, yes. That's literally how it looks.
It's probably on their way down.
That shit pisses me off.
Dude
bro.
had the fan attachment to that pressure.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, man.
But, all right, guys. No, so appreciate y'all for watching.